I think we're conditioned to be really hard on ourselves. I think societally, and then of course we all have our own experiences with, whoever raised us. We were
Yeah,
all raised by imperfect humans,
that's right.
and we all personalized stuff that was not ours to own when we were kids.
Hmm.
That just sits with us. And the basic distortion that we all have is this belief that we're not enough. All of us have that distortion
Hmm.
to varying degrees. Higher self acceptance helps you see, I am enough just as I am. And if I want to improve and grow, I absolutely can.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like you talk about setting that goal, right? Or like moving
Hmm.
that bar. So, you're going to have a gap between where you are and where you want to be, right? I do. I
Yeah.
assume you do as well right now, different
I
areas of your
I
life.
do, and that gap has never gone away.
It's never going away.
Yeah.
That's exactly like this was one of my huge moments for myself. Do we have time for a story?
We got plenty of time.
Okay, this story was I was like in my early 30s, like leading up to this point in my life, everything felt like it was preparing me for the next thing. College was all about getting into graduate school was about getting a job. And, I remember I didn't even want my boyfriend at the time to propose to me while I was finishing school because I was like, I just can't take on one more thing. Like I
Mhm.
had a full-time job at NASA. I was working on my PhD. So I was teaching classes, taking classes, doing my dissertation. It was just constant. I don't even know how many hours a week I was working. And then I finished school and then it was all about, then we got engaged and it was all about planning the wedding. And then it was all about buying a house, which we actually had a house built. And it's like decision after
Oh,
decision after
massive. Yeah, that's
decision.
the whole thing.
It's a whole thing. And so that kind of takes us to where we are. Oh, no, one more thing. I decided like, okay, the house is done. We're living in it. I'm going to start a business.
Hmm.
So I started this business when I was still working full time at NASA. And so I was just continuously on this like hamster wheel, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And it was like a Wednesday evening. I'd already done a whole day at NASA and now I'm sitting in my home office working on the business. And my husband comes to the door and he said, "Hey, Patrick and Kelly invited us to go to the movies. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Oh, I can't right now, babe. I've got to work."
Hmm.
He's like, "Come on, Laura, you never have time." And I said, "I know, but it's only going to be like this
Until when?
until when?"
Yeah.
Like, I just realized there was no end to that sentence that wasn't total BS.
Yeah.
Because I'd been giving him that same story for years, right?
Hmm.
Like, it's not always going to be like this. And, poor guy, he believed me. And so it's just this moment of like, if you think you're not enough now, you never will be.